Bangs are a dumb idea. How do people with glasses do YouTube? Is that the way? Do I just take these off? Is that what I do? Yeah, that's what I do. Oh, look, I'm Dwight. Thought I would come on and share with you another Costa Farms unboxing. This time I ordered through Walmart, thinking, won't it be interesting to compare if I order through Walmart versus if I order from Costa Farms. Now, looks like when you place an order through Walmart, it still ships through Costa Farms. That's kind of weird. There's no return address on this. You're in it for the full experience. You can see all the way down to the bottom of the box. They do a really good job with bubble wrap securing the base of the plant, so no leaves are going to get smushed or even move really in transit. Cool. Now they call this a shingle plant, and it's kind of mounted on a wooden plank, so hopefully it has actually developed some of the shingling growth habit, but we'll see. I'm really interested to know if Walmart actually shipped this. There's a barcode that the Walmart associate must scan. So I'm guessing this does come from a Walmart warehouse. Oh, this did not come with my first Costa Farms order. What the hell, Costa Farms? This is important information that I would love to have with every order, thank you. Studies show that leafy houseplants help cleanse harmful toxins from the air. You would need like 40,000 plants in a small room to actually make a difference with your air quality, but we'll save that for another video. Yeah, a little Instagram on paper. Then I have a care guide. Nice. Okay, so here's what I like about this. One, it's great to have a care guide for the particular plant that you've ordered, and that's what they've offered. But here's what I really enjoy about this. This is a you just ordered a plant that went through the mail guide. I think that anybody that's going to go ahead and ship plants needs to include something like this, like a little instruction card or something, just to like how to deal with plants that have been in a box. So there's 3 points. It says 1, remove yellow leaves or broken. Oh, it says broked. I'm sorry, I'm a teacher. I can't let that go. And if my soil is dry, give me a drink of water. Set me in the right light. But there is no explanation for what that is. I would recommend keeping it in low light for at least the first day or two. Watch me grow. Keep this card for your records. Anybody keep plant records? That's fancy. It says my birthday. You're supposed to write in the day that it arrived. Your favorite thing about this plant and a watering schedule. Ooh, okay, Costa Farms. Doing me dirty. I appreciate the fact that they include some little tips, but I don't really appreciate the tips that they included. Watering schedules are not my jam, and I highly recommend against them for other people too. When you keep your plant on a watering schedule, eventually you're gonna over or underwater that plant. What's more important is that you learn what your plant does when it needs water. If you can identify like, oh, okay, philodendron, for example, typically will droop. Their leaves will droop pretty dramatically when they need water, and you want to wait until that happens before you give it water. Hoya, their leaves will kind of wrinkle. They'll develop these, like they're dehydrating, right? So they'll develop a little bit of a wrinkle on the leaf. You give them a good watering, they plump back up. We can get into that in a different video. I'm gonna do what I did last time, which is I'm actually gonna open the bottom of the box so that I can just lift the rest of it off. And of course, since I said it was easy, now it's gonna be difficult. There we go. So I really like the way they package. They have this box on the bottom that protects the pot. This pot is definitely different. It's still ceramic, but it's not that circular one that they had before. And I do prefer this though. It's a little bit more modern, less of a like traditional vibe. Yes, okay. Take off the decorative pot. That's step number 1. I really like these pots. That's cool. I'm gonna probably drill a hole in it. Well, maybe I'll just use it as a cash pot. I don't know, we'll see. The plant is shingling already. Yes. Okay, that's what I was really wondering about with these. I was wondering whether they were just going to be mounted like with twine or something. These leaves have actually been given the chance to properly adhere to the plank. Now, there's another interesting bit. This I expected to be like a piece of cedar, maybe. This is like a stained piece of like decorative poplar. I don't know, it's an odd choice. It looks really nice. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up. So for example, this guy, thank you Lindsay for the enormous golden pothos. She's living her best life and I love her. But she's got this awesome wooden stake, and when I water this plant, I tend to pour water over the stake so that it drips down the wood and gets the wood wet. That way the roots of the plant are actually attaching themselves, these aerial roots are actually attaching themselves to the wood. Yeah, so they do need a little bit of moisture to attach themselves, those aerial roots, to whatever stake they are growing on. With the way that they've mounted this, I'm not sure that's the best idea. I'm expecting this to develop mold, mildew, may even rot, but for the time being, the aerial roots have done a really good job attaching themselves already. So that was the number one thing I was kind of like hesitant about, was whether or not it would already be shingling. Because they can, if you don't have the right conditions, shingling species can take a really long time to attach themselves to whatever you're trying to get them to grow on. I usually lose patience with them before they attach themselves to whatever I'm growing them on, and then I'm like, whatever, I'm bored with this, and I get rid of the plant. These are not in stock as far as I know as of today, but I think it's easier to get your hands on this guy through Walmart's website than it is through Costa Farms. Oh, that looks really nice. I like him a lot. I'm interested to see how these do as houseplants. I would imagine in order to keep shingling, that it needs pretty high humidity. So if you're gonna keep one indoors, I would definitely keep it by a humidifier. I will be keeping it in the greenhouse, just probably right here actually. Yeah, so it's not gonna get like crazy bright light right there. I don't have a grow light shining on that area. It'll get a nice eastern exposure. And then if I decide maybe it's growing a little slow, I'll move it to a higher light area. Thank you so much for watching. I would super appreciate if you hit subscribe, and if you were to like this video, that would just make my day. Go ahead and click on something else to watch, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.